Hello and welcome to Spotlight Publishing. This is a wonderful time because there are so many people that want to be authors and yet have no clue on the power of authorship and what authorship can do for you. However, one of the things that we have found is that the people, because they don't understand the power of it, it's a journey. It is quite a journey, and there's a lot of pieces that need to be put together so that your journey will be successful. We encourage all of our authors to treat your book as a business. It's your business, and it's imperative that you treat it that way. We have been able to bring over 250 authors to #1 bestsellers. And one of the ways that has been very successful for us is teaching our Ultimate Book Marketing and Launch Formula, where you will learn the tips, the tools, the strategies that make authorship well worth the time and effort. So you, a best-selling author, marketing begins the moment you begin tapping those keys and putting pen to paper. But you need to master your message, and this is of vital importance. The first step in building your author platform is to take the time to develop and define your central philosophy or your worldview. Discover who you are and what you want to do. Outline your unique areas of advantage, your value, and clarify what makes you and your work very different from anybody else. It's important to really, truly get to the emotional core of why do you want to write a book, and discovering your why will resonate, and how your why will resonate with your readers. Unfortunately, there isn't any kind of a simple process or a quick fix for this. It requires some intensive self-analysis, a lot of introspection, and a lot of time. So why don't you take the time as you go through this course, or after you're listening to this interview, take some time to sit down at your computer or grab a comfortable spot on the couch or outside in the someplace where you can really start to think and begin brainstorming. Get a notebook, brainstorm on the key aspects of not only your why, but who are you talking to? What kind of message are you trying to get out? Because I always say that writing a book is not for the faint of heart. It is a lot of work, and there's a lot goes into it. But I think more than the work that goes into writing a book is the planning and the strategy and the marketing that needs to go behind it. So as you begin to do this, focus on your strengths, your passions, and your goals. And when you connect with your purpose and you can articulate it clearly and succinctly, you can articulate your thoughts, all the things that make you you and why you are an authority in that area, that you're able to articulate what you offer, and your ideal client will respond in the appropriate way, the way you want them to respond. You want interested people to hear what you're saying, to read your words, get it, and want to work with you. And it's only by knowing your why and exactly who you're talking to when you write your book, and in actuality in all of your business. A book starts with an idea, but now the true work begins. Yes, you do start with your why, and there's a really good video by Simon Sinek on YouTube. If you haven't seen that before, go to YouTube and type in Simon Sinek, SIMON, and type in "Start with Your Why," Simon Sinek, and listen to what that has to say, because what you want to know is truly your why. And then you want to know who is your target audience, who is your competition. Have you looked at what your competition is doing? What can you learn from them? How do you lay a book out in a proper way? What goes where? Beyond that, we want you to consider author branding, how you're going to stand out and apart through all of your, by branding we mean all your social media, your print matter, your bookmarks, your website, everything? Are you going to brand yourself as an author and be known? Because just like any kind of major brand, whether it's Pampers or whether it's Coca-Cola, it doesn't matter. We immediately, without seeing the name, exactly know who that brand represents. So this is what we want you to look at and to think and plan all the things, not just the writing of the book, but really get the big picture. And we like to use mind maps. Mind maps work very well to kind of pull all this together, but it's a process, and we try to encourage our clients to not rush this process, but to make sure that all these things are set up in the right way and in the right time. Marketing to the wrong audience will get you nowhere. You can't be all things to all people, and neither can your book. And what we want you to realize is you must not focus on the numbers. You need to focus on the connection. Social media can be impersonal many times, and sometimes with the conversations on social media, because of its technology, really, it's hard to remember that you're truly trying to connect with a real live human being. And oftentimes the stats, the follower counts, don't really represent the strength of your platform. But what does represent the strength of your platform is reader engagement. So if your message is crystal clear, you know exactly what you want to impart to those ideal clients. First, you need to very, very clear what your target audience is needing. What do they want? What are they looking for? What do they need? Why are they interested in what you're sharing? And what are they asking for? You can't build a relationship if you don't know who you're talking to, and this is one of the key important things. One of our key spotlight key points is to treat your book as a business. Your book is a tool to growing a strong business. We want you to use it wisely. So how does this book, and as soon as you get this book written, a book launch, fit in with your bigger picture? Once you've determined how the book relates to your overall plan, answer these following questions. What does success look like for your book? What does success look like for your book launch? What do I want to accomplish? Do I want to accomplish maybe just a specific number of people buying my book? Maybe a certain number that have opted in to get my extra details that I've gotten written in the pages of the books? Do you want to grow an email list? Do you want to achieve bestseller status? Do you want to build relationships with other writers? All of these are vital questions. How will you determine whether you've achieved what you set out to do? There's many metrics that we share with our authors to help them to measure this, but make sure you write them down and keep them visible, what your goals are throughout your whole process. As you build a solid platform and develop a plan for how your book marketing and promotional efforts are going, it will support your career growth as not only as an author, but as a business owner. Oftentimes, authors feel that they already have enough to do, and building a strong online presence and an audience is a lot of work. We understand that, but why are you writing this book? This is such a key important things. No matter how you publish your book, whether you go traditional publish or self-publish, use an indie publisher, which is an independent publisher that works with self-published individuals, people that want to self-publish. Your job is really twofold. Your job is to create great work and get it into the hands of people who will benefit from it most. Can you have a successful book launch without having a platform in place? Yeah, you can. And many have, or many may not have. Even if you have already launched a book and you're not seeing book sales, you can do a relaunch. And one of the things that we have had great enjoyment from is seeing how happy our authors are when they've done a relaunch. Oftentimes we get clients or authors that come to us that have written a book, not one book sale. They published it, they have never had a book sale or very low book sales. They're discouraged. If they've gone traditional publishing, there's been a lot of them that are just totally unsatisfied with the results. Really, the responsibility is yours. We can guide you, but it takes an active role to be successful in this. So when you build a solid platform, I might go back to this slide. Not going to let me. So I'll go back to that thought in just a little bit. So no matter how stellar or on point your marketing plan is, if your book is below par, you won't make much of an impact on others either. But that's one of the things that we're very picky about. We make sure your content is amazing and your book cover really, really catches the eye, and that your branding is all the way amazing. If you implement that, combine it with an amazing marketing plan and using tools like your blog, your social media, your email list, speaking on the stage, the multitude, writing articles, there's a multitude of ways that you can significantly amplify your message and extend your reach. To get the maximum return, you simply must be crystal clear about your why when you're using these tools in the first place. And so your ultimate goal is to build genuine, meaningful connections with your readers. No strings attached. You're offering, you're giving, you're offering. If you get this right, the rest is going to follow. It's not about selling more books, getting famous, or signing a movie deal. It's about making the connection, because that is how we become an impactful influencer, and that is how we make a difference in this world. So a content strategy is part of your publishing plan. And as you develop your content, one of the fun things about writing a book is once it's written, you have content that can be repurposed. You have content that can be used in your social media. You've got years worth of content if you do it right. It can be used in your social media, in your blog articles, your email posts, your book, even in your book description, your homepage on your website, your landing pages, any kind of sales page. You can create it with guides. You can use interviews. One of the best ways we've grown our business is doing Facebook Live interviews of other experts. And this is powerful because when you mix with other experts, when you associate yourself and learn from others that are expert in your own field, you begin to be perceived as an expert as well. Not only are you constantly learning from those that have gone before you in teaching this, but it's by association. Tell me who your top 10 friends are, and I'll tell you who you are. So you can create guides, you can create interviews, like we do on Facebook, tutorials, infographics, curated content, videos. We're very, very adamant about how powerful videos are. You can write articles. These are all support you in your path to becoming an author that has done the work and is ready for the success because you've laid the groundwork. So we talk about what to create, when to create it, how to create it, and who to create it for. When you create it, also create a publishing schedule or a content calendar, because this will be very powerful. And what we like to do is to take some time. We use several tools. We teach you those tools in this course that we're offering. But you have a content calendar, and you can sometimes take an afternoon and create enough content for a couple months at a time if you really have a strategy in place. And then knowing who you're creating it for, so that you have a clear vision for why they are paying attention to you, what they are asking for. And when you know your why and you're developing that content in the first place, and you have a really good understanding of what they're wishing to consume, it makes all the difference. So develop a content strategy that grows your platform and audience engagement. Very, very powerful. As you define your goals and objectives, you want to generate interest in your book, you want to grow your business, you want to build a community around your cause and your topic. You want to establish yourself as the authority in your field. And how do you do that? By defining your audience. So kind of a fun exercise is to create the persona of who your ideal reader is. What's their background? What's their demographics? What do they like to eat? What do they like to read? What do they do for entertainment? Who do they hang out with? What do they read? What are their hobbies? What are their barriers? What are their objections? What are they trying to overcome? When you can define that, then discover what they're searching for when they're looking online for an answer to a situation that they're trying to overcome. What are they looking for? How do they search? Then uncover and answer the questions that readers are not only asking, but what they're not asking. They don't know to ask. And that is one of the main things. It's what they don't know to ask. Look in the comments when you're searching for that ideal client and what they're looking for. Go to social media, go to forums, check emails, go to all these other places and watch the comments. One of the amazing things that we do is we teach our authors how to go to Amazon on books that are written on your topic matter. Look at the reviews below. What are they asking for? Look especially at the 3 and 4 star reviews, because that's going to be a key, very powerful way for you to know what they're asking for. If they say 3 or 4, they're saying, well, I would really like to see this. This is what I was really looking for in this book. And this is where you will find success. Go deep. Determine which topics have got the best response and feedback and learn more about those topics. And then, as we talked about before, develop an editorial calendar and determine what your publishing plan is. Now, this is all going on while perhaps your book is being edited and formatted and the covers are being made. This is all going on in the times that you are not doing your book writing, and your book writing is very important. But we say, as we have mentioned before, your marketing must start from the moment you start tapping those keys, or from the moment you put pen to paper, and strategies put in place so that this becomes incredibly successful and worth the time and effort. Your content should always educate, enlighten, and entertain. It should be the highest quality you can produce. Don't forget to weave those amazing stories. Don't be ashamed of your stories. Use storytelling mixed in with all of your marketing. Use storytelling mixed in to the pages of your book. It's not about the facts and figures. It's not about this is the way you do this. It's weaving the storytelling in that will make, not only educate, it will enlighten and entertain, because we connect. Our human connection is storytelling. Storytelling is so important. So we have, what is a book marketing plan versus a book launch plan? When you design a strong book launch plan, it requires you to understand the fundamental difference between a book marketing plan, which is your overall author brand strategy, and a plan required to launch one specific book. The key difference is this: a book marketing plan includes the approach you take, the strategies you use to develop your online and offline assets, which include an author website, perhaps your email list, your conferences you may attend, speaking engagements you may have, business relationships that you build. A book launch plan, however, includes those actions you take to leverage the assets and the relationships you've established via your book marketing plan to promote an upcoming book. And while your book marketing plan is fluid and ongoing, your book launch plan culminates at a certain point of time while building anticipation along the way. It requires a strong team of people, we call your launch team, that not only support your work but also are passionate about your message and the value you bring to your readers. We call these individuals your launch team. These people are usually some of your earliest, most enthusiastic supporters. They will share your content with their networks of those that follow them. They will connect with you regularly via email and comment on your post. When you identify these people and give them extra special attention and care, you will build strong loyalty, trust, and a connection with your audience. And this is going to be key in a book launch. So what we want you to do is to focus on creating a community of connected, interested, and highly engaged admirers, the ones that come to know, love, and trust you. When the time comes to promote your new book, you know what? They both have, not only are they devoted to your success, they're eager to promote and eager to make a difference, to help you make a difference. They're eager to share the word. So here are some of the ways you can gather and cultivate your team. You recruit followers, fans, families, and others to join your launch team and you show your gratitude by offering prizes, special perks, and exclusive access, maybe members only Facebook group, or for example. There's many ways to do this. If you have more money than time, consider hiring a publicist or maybe a PR staff, social media manager, or launch coach. We have one lady that we hire for our authors that actually gets bookings in the bookstores, and some of our clients have done very, very well doing this. Get your community involved. Capitalize on the local interest in your community for your launch. Build a list of bookstores, newspapers, libraries, trade journals, magazines. Look at the libraries. All these things. Identify ways you can add value to their audiences. Then ask for feedback. That's one of the keys. People are much more inclined to support a project they feel they are part of or that they have had input into. What about social media? Are you active? Are you consistent? If you've been actively participating in conversations on social media, offer your own insight, feedback, share relevant, share their stuff, share what they're sharing, or the amazing content that they're putting. Share it freely with others, and expand on it. And then ask for a favor before. Asking for a favor before you book this good will be ignored and resented at worst. We all know those kind that just, they're a flash in the pan. Oh, support me, support me, support me on the book launch. And then they do nothing. They haven't built the relationships. They haven't made connections. And people don't respond this way. So be a giver. Give, and support others. Share the amazing things they're posting and build that rapport. We have a powerful platform that we called the Insiders Buzz Club that is amazing, that works really, really well because it's curated content from others that oftentimes are even in your own niche. And as you begin sharing, they're more likely to share your content too, because it makes all the difference in the world. So if a launch is done well, it will create urgency, excitement, and incredible momentum for your book. It can also establish your brand, your message, and your presence online. A launch will build your business. Oh dear, It will build your business. We have so much more to teach. And we do this in this remarkable course that is part of this is what we've talked about today. We've barely been able to scratch the surface in this presentation. And this course will serve you well to have a very, very amazing book launch and build your business. It will set you up for success in so many ways more than you can imagine at this moment. It will make the difference in low or no book sales versus a constant flow of book sales, plus, and even better, ongoing client attraction and business growth. A book is simply a tool, but used correctly, it is a powerful tool. So we have this amazing course. It's called the Ultimate Book Marketing and Launch Formula, and we are offering this. Our clients that have gone through this course are just thrilled with it because of the value that we offer. In it, we are offering free consultation where we really explore your ideas for a book. We upgrade to a VIP, Spotlight Publishing VIP days, so where we totally help you get your book laid out. So there's actually 3 different things that we're offering, but the scheduling your free consultation is one of them. Then getting access to the course where you can study on your own and then be invited to our course where we take a far deeper, where we go into not only the course, but we offer you during the course to join our author mastermind group where we really go deep. So this course that we're offering, it offers 20 top launch strategies for a stellar book launch, plus go much deeper than all the items that we've talked about. And this is where you go. So go book a free consultation, number 1. We are just putting the finishing touches on our course. So we would like you to book a free consultation. We will get you access by the time you book that free consultation. This course will be online. We will get the links for you, and we offer this to you as a way of saying thank you for listening today. And we would love to hear your book idea and make sure that this is a time where your time to shine and make all the effort of book writing become that strong foundation for having an amazing and incredible business. Thank you. This is Becky Norwood with Spotlight Publishing. We'll see you on the other side.